we're back in business.
All right. So how long have you had this one?
2 years.
2 years.
A little over 2 years.
So Mike was telling me they just have opened the dealership in Nashville. So where did you get yours?
When I bought it, I bought it 2 years ago, and the Lamborghini dealership opened up like a year ago.
Right.
So the only thing I had to have done was an oil change, and Audi is owned by
Audi does it? Yeah.
And so I called the Lamborghini dealership, and they said take it to Audi. We'll verify it. You know.
Oh, okay.
So I got to take it there, and then when the Nashville opened up, then Audi quit doing any services, so
right.
I had to send it to them. But it worked out good for me.
So you've always been a Lamborghini guy? Or?
Yeah, I always liked the wild looks of the Lamborghini. Well, tell me about you.
Well, I was in the Air Force for 24 years, primarily in Space Command and communications, and did a little recruiting for a couple of years in Texas, and spent a couple of years in Iceland overseas.
Holy moly, so you traveled.
We moved around about 14 times in 24 years. So. Sort of kept us moving.
14 times in 25 years. That's a lot of moving.
Then I was actually, I guess in about the 80s or early 90s, had a chance to come back to Huntsville. First time I was here. They were doing a conference over at Redstone, you know, and I sort of liked the area. And when we retired from the Air Force, I wanted to be in the Southeast, and so. The Bob Jones Jr. ROTC job opened up as a new unit that we were able to form in 2004. So I did that for 16 years. So all total, I wore the uniform for about 40 years before they finally hung it up.
Okay, well, so tell me about your cancer. How'd you figure out you got it?
Well, last fall, I was on my normal routine of donating platelets to Life South. You know, I would do that every couple of months or so. So I went in to donate platelets, which is my usual thing, and they said, hey, your hemoglobin's just off the charts low, can't take your blood. So they tried the other arm, same thing, you know, they said, oh, that's too low. So he said, you probably want to mention that to your primary care doctor. So it was about time to get my checkup anyway, so I went back and they did some of the blood work. They said, yeah, that hemoglobin count's just low. So they sent me to a hematologist. And after all those tests, back in December and January, they determined I have multiple myeloma.
Okay.
Which is a cancer of the white blood cells. So unfortunately, it just means they sort of grow wild and they don't do what they're supposed to do, which is protect you against infections, you know. So I've been on chemo since January, and the numbers are looking really good. It pushed the bad numbers down. And
want to go back in front?
So tell me.
So the next step, the chemo won't get the numbers down to 0. So the next step is to do the stem cell transplant, which is, we're going up next week, and they'll harvest stem cells from my blood, clean them up, and then they'll hit me with some really high dosage chemo to wipe out all of my white blood cells completely. And then they'll transfuse the ones that they took out back in.
Okay.
And they'll grow, and hopefully we'll
wipe it back out.
Yep. So that means we'll be staying in Nashville for 30 days during the recovery period after the fact.
Yeah, and you have to stay completely like isolated because you have no immune system, correct?
Yep. They used to do, there was a doctor that used to do it in Huntsville. Quit doing it several years ago, so now you have to go to either Birmingham or to Vanderbilt for the transplant itself.
So hit a little bit of knowledge for the difference between these two cars is his is a V10, this one a V12.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know that. And then this one has a single clutch, which his has a double clutch. So it's a little bit slower engaging the double, but it's a lot smoother. So I'm gonna let you feel it when we take off how it bangs your head.
Right. Yep. Pretty neat. Now he said that one had a sports mode and a track mode.
Yes, that's what I went from sport to track on you, and then comfort mode, sport, and then track. And I went to track when we took it.
Got it.
Hey, I thought you wasn't going nowhere.
Oh.
Element of surprise.
Element of surprise.
Army strong. I love that color.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you get nervous?
Not really. That was pretty good. What did we hit there, huh?
I don't know. I was too
Okay.
worried about watching this car.
Gotcha. Oh. So have you ever taken it just that's pretty neat. Okay. All right. Definitely low, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah.
That takes some getting used to.
Yeah. And the visibility, you know, it's transformer mode.
I would if I knew how. She was saying the window down. Yeah. Take the shot.
This is my first time, so I'll probably be a little conservative.
They're bringing your car to, okay. Okay, so it rides much smoother than I thought it was going to. It's amazing, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's partly because of Audi's owner. I don't know. Because I had an older one. All old cars, though, to a certain extent, are like that. They don't have the steering, they don't have the suspension. I was trying to warn you, but I don't want to interrupt. tire light. Left front.